Hi, Leah. Welcome back to Earth Wisdom Fire Tarot. This is going to be, I'm doing it in May, so I'm calling it a May reading, but it's kind of timeless. It feels like these energies are like bigger, so the timeline, could be whatever it is. But I hope you find some messages in this reading that resonate for you. This could be for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. And what I'm going to do is pull cards for the situation and then kind of dig deeper into the challenges and the opportunities and the next steps with the situation. And I'm doing private readings right now. You can find that information down in the description box below or at my website, earthwisdomfiretarot.com. So sorry, just earthwisdomfire.com. Let me not tell you wrong. Okay. And yeah, I think that's it. Go ahead and shuffle. Sorry, it's been a while. I'm going through a major shift in my life. It's been good. Hope it's been good for you. Oh my goodness. This is a big situation. So, bottom of the deck is the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. This is definitely, you've been through it with somebody here. Okay. Let's get into it because there's a lot going on here. I feel like you are at a major crossroads, and it feels like it has been extremely dramatic here. Bottom of the deck is the King of Swords in reverse. I feel like there's like this stalemate with somebody. Could be a masculine energy, it doesn't have to be a male, but I feel like this is not you. And this person has not been honest with you. I feel like this person is hiding like really big romantic feelings for you. And there's a lot that's unsaid here. There's a lot that's lurking underneath the surface. And it's a big love. It's not like just a relationship. I don't even know if this is really a relationship. This could honestly be like a family situation. Doesn't have to be romantic, but if it is, it's like it's big. It's spanning lifetimes, and God, there's just like something that you're just dying to say to each other. Like I cannot I can barely get the words out. There's a lot of energy going on here in the mental energy. It's like you guys are in some kind of Cold War, and there's been a lot of deception with the Seven of Swords, like, and it's not even like malicious. I think it's really a matter of one or both of you lying to yourselves more so than lying to each other. I think there's like, I mean, there could definitely be lying to each other, but I don't think it's from this place of like manipulation. I think it's from a place of like not being able to acknowledge some sort of truth here. And I feel like this person, I think it's on this other person, like this masculine energy. If you're the more masculine energy and you're reading this, I feel like you're the one who's holding back like these really big emotions. And this person has a capacity to love unconditionally and to love truly and to love purely, but they are having trouble like expressing this with the Four of Pentacles. Like it's like they have to hold on to this secret for dear life. I mean, look at how hard he's gripping this cup. Like when I looked at this, I could like literally feel my hand like in pain from like gripping it so hard. Like there was this one day in quarantine where like I was holding my phone for way too long during the day. I'm sure y'all know what that's like, what that life is like. And I literally like felt like a reverberation of that pain when I saw his fist like that. He just cannot let this go. But the thing is that whatever this thing there is between you, it's very real. It's very solid, and it's unlike anything either of you have experienced. And you can apply this to like a job situation. This could be like your dream job. Could be like you have a fear of going after it, or like fully researching it or something like that. But I'm gonna talk about this more like it's a relationship, because that's the more of the vibe that I'm getting. But just apply this to your situation, how it works. So this is a big love. This is like the real deal. This is unlike anything either of you has experienced, and it's like terrifying the shit out of both of you. Just gonna say it. Y'all don't like this. So I feel like you share some sort of very deep heartbreak. Like, there's a sense that you've hurt each other, but I think what more so has happened is that whatever's happened in your relationship has like echoed past heartbreak and past pain in such a way that it's triggered you deeply. And you came together for the purpose of moving past this and breaking free of it. I can feel that your connection is one that offers you freedom. It offers you a new beginning and a complete departure from what you've experienced before. And again, like, this full energy is a leap of faith into the unknown. I think for one of you, it's like more so terror, and the other one, it's like a relief. It's like, okay, this is what I've always wanted and it's happening. So you have these two tens here, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. And then you have this Fool card in between it. So I feel like you're at this crossroads where it's not even a choice. You don't even have a choice. It's like the choice is being made for you. This is a very real thing. And it's very painful. And it's like, it just feels final, It just feels like this is how it is. Like, this is how things are ending up. And I think it's a happy place. I think it's a good place. But I think until all this fear of like this past betrayal and heartbreak is healed, you're not going to be able to embrace this new beginning and end up in this happily ever after. That's literally the energy I'm getting from this Ten of Pentacles. It's like happily ever after, like physically being in each other's space, kind of building a life together, and it's your dream life. And it feels like there's more than just you two affected. It's like you're supposed to work together or create something that benefits your community together. So I think I'll leave this in there. Okay. So let's look at the challenges of this connection, or this situation. Definitely feels like a connection. Okay, so look who's back. King of Swords in reverse. So the difficulty in this situation is that there's a lot that wants, oh my God, this is so crazy. I'm sorry. It's so funny how much is underneath here. It's like a lot of stuff. There's so much buried underneath the surface. Like, there's so much suppressed subconscious stuff. And it's all the same things. Like, the same things ended up at the bottom of the deck. You have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles still chilling together. And it's still right underneath your nose. Like, it's right there. But you still can't talk about it. And then, you have the Queen of Cups now instead of the King of Cups. So I think that the difficulty is that both of you have been hurt in the past because you've been too soft, because you've been too open with your feelings, with your energy. And I think that you both want to be successful and you kind of just want to move on from the past and try something new. But there's this heaviness that needs to be addressed, that needs to be released. There's like all this baggage, and it's like weighing you down, even though you have this opportunity to move forward with the Chariot. Yeah, you have the Ace of Swords followed by the Two of Swords bottom of the deck. It's like, yeah, there's clarity and yeah, there's truth, but it's like you refuse to talk about it, even when you acknowledge the truth. So here's what I'm feeling like. there's a problem like admitting it to yourself. It's like when the thoughts come up, or like this other person is struggling with this, if you already know that this situation is what it is, um this other person is having trouble admitting it, expressing it. And it's like the more they try to hold this back, the more their feelings grow and they just like snowball. And there are all these gifts and opportunities. Like this is a gift from the universe. This is 111. This is a new beginning. But there needs to be acceptance and there needs to be healing. I feel like it's more so for this other person than for you. So you have the Seven of Rods in reverse. I do think that the challenge here is that in the past, both of you have struggled with boundaries. And because of like, literally the word coming out is like the violence of your feelings for each other, or like the aggressiveness of them, it's like, it kind of scares you and it kind of makes you want to curl up and like hide and um, just like, you know, curl up in a corner and not have to deal with this. But here's the other ace. You have the Ace of Wands. This is in reverse. There's a real fear here of repeating the same spiritual lessons of the past. So there's like this beautiful opportunity that feels new. I'm sorry, it feels familiar. So it feels old, but it actually is brand new. But there's like this conscious denial of it. There's this conscious denial of this gift that's been given to you. Like underneath the surface, subconsciously, it's so clear that this is a gift, that this is a beautiful new beginning. All these aces, right? Wait, these ones. You know what I mean. I'm bad at holding up the cards. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing that you have here. Like it feels healthy. It feels good. It feels solid. Feels like it's all the things you wanted. It's in alignment. But the conscious denial of it is keeping you blocked. And I think this person or you feels more comfortable kind of exploring other options. And I think you're honestly wishing for anything else to be true, because I think there's this assumption that because this is so big and so intense that it has to be bad, but it's not. I think that it's good. It's very healing. It's just completely unknown. I think there's like this safety that comes from, I'm just going to leave these aces out because they're obviously trying to come out all the time. Yeah, there's like this safety in denial. There's a safety in what you know, and there's also this safety in not choosing and not choosing definitively, just kind of leaving everything hanging in the balance. Yeah, I'll see if there's any cards to confirm what I'm feeling, but this is the opportunity section. Okay. Yo. Okay, so bottom of the deck is the Temperance card in reverse. So I feel like there's an opportunity for peace and for healing and for alchemizing this fear. It's just so crazy, like the intensity of this energy. God, it's just keeping me like, I know how you feel is what I'll say. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So there's an opportunity to sort of heal this wound around deserving, deserving what it is you want, feeling at home in a situation or in someone else's energy. Because I think there's a fear here of like rejection. And I think you both tend to kind of like push people away and to kind of like have this like screw you type attitude. Like if anybody ever does you wrong or crosses you, you just like cut them out and you know, or you like kind of put them in a box or put them at arm's length so that they aren't close to you so they can't hurt you. Like you're both, I think, very wary of letting someone fully in because you've done it so many times. You've like rushed into things. You caught like really intense feelings and then it hasn't worked out. And this, I think, happened differently where it was like always leading to this place, and then all of a sudden there was like this big intense realization, and then that's where all the like hidden stuff kind of got caught and got stuck and couldn't be expressed. Like the conscious acknowledgement of what this is. So you have the Three of Rods. So definitely have faith and trust that what's meant for you and what's meant to happen in this situation is coming to fruition. I think there's a definite fear of like trusting your intuition and acknowledging that this is as real as it is. And I think you have to realize that you're not in this alone. You both want the same thing. You're both headed on the same path. And you do have to be patient and wait for divine timing, because all the stuff that needs to happen in the background needs to be in place first. So this is supposed to be the opportunity section. We have like the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords. So I feel like what this is showing is a choice between like running away, or like both of these kind of are running away, but one of them is like moving on because you just want to like see if there's a possibility for peace. But wherever you try to run to, whether it's in your mind, whether it's the other to other distractions or to another physical place, you're going to take all that baggage with you. Like you cannot outrun this truth. So your opportunity here is to really stand strong, really face it head on, and look it dead in the eye. This truth. It's a big one. It's a big, heavy thing. But it honestly feels right. It feels like this is what's in alignment. The only thing that's blocking you is like this really intense fear. So let's look at next steps. What to expect here. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Could not. This reading is so intense. Oh my god. Oh my god. Every time I look at the bottom of the deck of this reading, it's so crazy. Oh my gosh. Anyway, okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I think this is about, like I said, healing from these self-worth issues, and really loving yourself and seeing yourself clearly and treating yourself well. I feel like a lot of this is about like physically caring for yourself the way you would care for somebody that you love. Doing everything for yourself internally that you would do for somebody else. Like, you know, somebody that might be your child, or, you know, somebody who's dependent on you. And this is a weird thing to say, but I feel like you're almost like dependent on each other. Not like in an unhealthy codependent way. It's just like you need each other in order to almost like see yourself clearly and to know what to do or know what not to do. It's like you are true mirrors, which is confirmed in a lot of these cards here. So the Six of Rods means that you are headed towards success in this situation. What has been hidden is coming to light. Like it's going to be like glaring, and there's going to need to be attention paid to this. Like you cannot ignore the intensity and the violence of these feelings forever. It's just like so loud. And you have the Nine of Swords here. So I think this is going to continue to be an anxiety inducing situation and connection. But I think that there is a transformation in that. Like I'm feeling there's going to be some relief. There's going to be some air coming in. I think you are going to obsess about this and worry about this for maybe a little while longer, but you are going to get unstuck from that. And this situation is moving towards like stability. You have two of the foundation cards here, like working together. and building something together with the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So you two are in this as more than just like, I do feel like this is probably a romantic situation, because it does feel like you have a choice. It doesn't really feel like family anymore, because you're not stuck with this person, but trying to outrun it is damn near impossible. So I think that there is going to be this acceptance of the real life that you can have together, and it's like you're solidifying this union that you know to be true. With this Four of Wands and this Ten of Pentacles, it's like nobody can really talk you out of it once you both kind of accept it and know that this is the real deal. And then you have the Temperance card, which is like this peaceful, harmonious, healing energy. So what was like, this card came out in reverse before, and now it's coming out in the upright. So I definitely feel like this sort of off kilter, off balance, confusing energy is going to blossom into something very light and airy and peaceful and quiet, and like there's just like this knowing I feel like that both of you have that you're going to accept. And I think this could be coming from your guides, your angels. You know, it's almost like you're feeling each other's healing energy. It's like you give each other healing energy telepathically. I think that's what's going to kind of calm you down and kind of accept you, like have you accept this, because there's like a tower moment that wants to happen. I feel like the tower tried to come out, yeah, in reverse. So it's like it doesn't have to be dramatic anymore. I feel like it's dramatic enough just like based on your feelings. I don't think anything dramatic has to happen in your lives for this to come together. I think it's just, like I said, intensity of these feelings. Wow. So we have the death energy. You know, we have the Scorpio full moon. So this could actually be something that's coming together faster than you think. But what's happening with this death energy is that there's no going back. There's a real, true transformation of your connection. Yeah, like it's never going to be the same. So if there's something that you wanted it to be, so if you started out as friends, or you started out as co-workers, or you started out as enemies, or whatever it is you started out as, like this has shifted rapidly into something else. And this death, I think, is just surrender to the truth of how you feel about each other. And it feels good. It feels like a relief. It feels like you're not fighting anymore. It just it's still a little bit scary, but it feels right, you know, and it just feels like it's inevitable. There's nothing you can do to fight it. You just got to give into it and surrender to it. But the Two of Rods, I feel like after that comes the conscious choice. I think you'll still kind of both need to consult your guidance. You'll be asking a lot of questions. You'll be kind of researching this internally and just consulting your intuition to make sure that you're ready for this and that you want this, because you cannot mess this up. You don't want to mess this up. So that's really beautiful, because it means that you are aligning to the same path. It means that you are choosing each other, which is coming out again, another card. So all this resistance that you've felt in this reading up until now, like it is going to dissipate. It is going to give way to alignment. Then you have the Emperor, like really choosing to step up and commit and see this through to its logical conclusion. I feel like this person, they started out as the King of Swords in reverse. This Emperor is like him fully realized, fully mature. So that masculine side of your connection, whether it's you or this other person, is stepping up and leading and saying, hey, like, this is the real deal. Let's just like try to make some plans here and move forward. And I feel like this person is coming with a very passionate energy at this time, but also very serious. And I think it'll kind of take you off guard, or it'll take the other person off guard, because whatever it was before, it wasn't this serious. You know, there was like a very different vibe. Like this, I think, is going to kind of surprise you and take you by surprise. You have the Knight of Cups, which is romance, like I said. So I think this is definitely a romantic situation. I think this is you guys just like following your heart, and like he's not like gripping this cup super hard anymore. He's not like holding on to it. I think that you're freely giving each other this love. And I think it's definitely the person who is resisting the most that is kind of flipping the script the hardest and going to the other extreme and just like getting all into you, lovey-dovey, all in it. Yeah. So much of this feels like it's on the masculine. I feel like if you are the feminine in this connection, or you're the more receptive person, all you have to do is really feed yourself positive, good energy, love yourself, and know your worth. And this person will be drawn to it. Because, like, now they're coming at you. Now they're just, like, really, really magnetically attracted to you. And you're this, like, queen of rods. You know, they're coming at you with love and being really serious about making plans with you and taking care of you and stepping up in your life. So, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Just a total 180. And it honestly feels like it's a rapid shift. It's like one day you might, like I said, be in some kind of stalemate. You might not be talking. Things might kind of go ice cold. And then all of a sudden, it's like this deluge of like communication, just like saying what's on your heart, saying what's on your mind, making plans for your future. It's just like kind of like whiplash. It's crazy. That's why it felt so intense in the beginning, because it's like, this is inevitable. You're already at the end of a cycle with this person. The next cycle is like way different. And then the last card is the Lovers. Like I said, choosing each other. You're aligned. Like, this feels like a really, really big love. Feels like a very big connection. Could be twin flames, could be life partners, whatever divine partnership, like whatever language resonates for you. This is a choice that you're both making at the same time, and instead of it feeling scary like it did in the beginning, now it feels good. It feels right. It feels natural. And I think before, maybe there were a lot of questions, like maybe it didn't seem natural, maybe it seemed like there wasn't a fit there, or it just seemed like maybe a lot of things had to change very rapidly for this to come together. But I think that you'll be very surprised at how this comes together. The universe feels like it's very much behind this. The Temperance card, it's like, you're not in this alone. I feel like you both prayed for each other, and this is an answered prayer, and it's like, even when it gets hard, even when you get in your head about it, even when you obsess about it and worry about it, the only thing to fear here is I mean, there is nothing really to fear. All the fears that you're dealing with in this situation are an illusion anyway. I think that's what is so weird about this, like not being able to breathe. Like, you do need to get out of your head at some point. You do need to like maybe get into nature with this Queen of Pentacles and just like relax, because it's not like, it's big, you know, but in terms of what you like your role in it, I don't think there's anything you can do to mess this up except lie to yourself. You need to be honest with yourself, and then it'll set the stage for you being able to be honest with this person. Heavy. Like, I feel out of breath. Okay. So bottom of the deck is come to life. So I think right now, like I was saying, like things could be kind of cold, could be kind of colorless. You could be sort of, or this could have been your life before you met this person, or before you realized that you could have a life with this person. Things were kind of dull, and you're getting an opportunity to really start fresh and make your life exactly the way that you want to on your terms. And again, like, you have your guides right there. Like, I'm feeling like these animals here, like spirit guides, and you're not alone in this. You're not alone. Seems like a important message. You have Intertrust. So really trusting yourself and trusting what you know in your heart. even when you're not sure if this other person reciprocates your feelings, you do have to trust what you feel. I think that's where a lot of the fear is coming in here. Maybe there's fear of rejection. If you like were to like really openly state your feelings first, maybe this other person wouldn't be able to reciprocate that, and then maybe it'll be the end and it would hurt, you know? So you have to really trust yourself, because all those fears are really just there to make you doubt yourself and to sort of hold you back. But I'm not saying you have to be the first person to like say anything, because honestly, I think it's gonna be this other person. It feels like it's the masculine person. It feels like if you're the feminine watching this, like it's this other person who's gonna make the first move. If you are the masculine watching this, then you're not trusting yourself. And that's where all the resistance is coming from. You're trying to explain it away with something here. And with the word wants to be written, I think that getting your words down on paper might help you feel less overwhelmed about this. Like maybe just write this personal love letter and not feel obligated to send it. It makes you feel better. Literally just like burn it right after you write it, or delete it right after you write it on your phone or your computer or something. But just get all this out somewhere. You can even like, I don't know, they're saying you can like record your voice saying something to this person, like stating your true feelings as if you were talking to them. And then you can delete that, or you can send it like when the time is right, maybe after you've admitted your feelings to each other. You can be like, look at this thing I recorded, like, you know, a few weeks ago or something. I don't know how long it's going to take for this to happen. Whew. But I think it's going to be a huge relief when you can just get it all out and it's not all in your head. I think what's like giving you a lot of anxiety is like all the stuff that's going on in your head. Listening for truth. So you have inner trust and listening for truth. So the truth has been there all along. It's been whispering at first, and now it feels like it's very, very loud, very intense, and completely unavoidable. So, I feel like it's really just about listening to it. I don't think you have to like act on it right now. But whenever this is supposed to come together, it will, and it will feel very serendipitous. It just feels really right. It feels like all the intensity and all the conflict and all that kind of stuff is all internal. It's all inside of both of you before you admit this. And like once you admit it, it's like everything kind of falls into place and it's beautiful. Pull one of these cards. Okay, so we have stop and take in the view. Take stock of the treasures you've earned. So this is about having made it to what it is you want and being grateful for it. You've earned this. Like this is a gift that's been given from God. I think this is a gift that you've given to each other before you even incarnated in this lifetime. Like that's how big this love is. That's how big this connection is. And I think if you really just looked at it without all the overthinking, all the data, all the what ifs, all the nitpicking stuff, if you just like zoomed out and really saw this for what it is, I think you would be grateful and you would like calm down and relax. I've never felt so anxious doing a reading before. What is this? Okay. Whatever we are waiting for, it will surely come to us, but only when we are ready to receive it with an open and grateful heart. How perfect is that? You might notice you get stuck in drive mode and forget to pause from time to time, look around, and take inventory of the blessings and treasures you've earned along the way. Regular stops to take in the view are a must for sustaining steady progress over the long haul. You have accomplished a great deal, but the real test is whether you can accept the blessings that are a result of your hard work. Can you stop and be filled with appreciation for all you've accomplished thus far? It is now time to be showered with blessings. Whether you are deep in the valley or on the mountain peak, revel in the rewards of your journey thus far. Quell your worries about the false notion that a reverie will make you weak, complacent, or an egomaniac. In fact, Take heart knowing that delighting in love and appreciation will give you the strength to journey further, thus multiplying the gifts you can share with others. So this this is about really recognizing this as a gift, being grateful, but also knowing that you have something tangible you need to work on together in order to like help make other people's lives better. Like this is bigger than just the two of you. There are other people that are affected by your union coming together because you have a mission to accomplish together. But I think it's also about knowing that yes, like you've experienced a lot of pain, you've experienced a lot of suffering. It has not all been for nothing. Like this is your reward at the end of a very long, painful journey. So I hope this helps. Thank you so much. If you're interested in getting a private reading with me, you can follow that info down below in the description box. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Love you.